Hey there guys, Darren Stevenson back with another commentary video. Today we have ourselves an Irish mirror match. We've got ourselves Vladis Baranowskis playing against Luke Coogan. These are from locals in Ireland. They're going to be nice enough to show us a game that they've had. They're going to play against each other. Vlad is going to be playing Lunalight, a deck that won YCS Chicago. His list is really good, you go check it out. And also Luke will be playing Prankids, a deck that has also won a YCS Milan, which shocked the world. Both decks shocking the world, winning both YCSs. So we're going to see them play against each other here. It's going to be really interesting to see that which deck's better. So I'll let them know that they can crack on and do the dice roll. So let's see. I think Lunalight chooses to go second anyway. So Vlad has won the roll here. But he's probably, yep, he is going to choose to go second, as Lunalights opt to go second to try and OTK their opponents. And if they're made to start, then they do the Azafot play to shut down their opponent. Magical Meltdown? Is that in Prankids? Well, he's activated Magical Meltdown to search Alistair. It is in Prankids. Okay, that threw me off quite a bit. That really did throw me off quite a bit. So that's Prankids' place. That's going to search for Prankids' card, monster card. Which one will he get? They're all pretty generic. They're all more or less do the same thing. So he's probably going to get Roxy's because that one lets him draw a card. He's going to get Alistair, normal summon Alistair to search Invocation. Now, how is he going to get access to his Prankid cards here? Is he going to fuse them away? He sure is. So that should trigger them. That's pretty strong. He's going to Invocation. Oh, Invocation can be used as just a generic polymerization. That's really cool. So it means you've got like an invoked engine which really complements the Prankid's monsters. So you can go straight into Prankids Rocket Ride here. He's going to discard Pot of Desires to draw a card. That is quite flex. Unless he drew another Pot of Desires. And then I guess it doesn't matter if he draws two in this deck. So the Prankids monsters can all summon each other except themselves. And they also have extra effects as well. So they all summon themselves. But Roxy's, you can draw a card to banish a card. Dropsies, you gain 1,000 life points. Fancies, you can send a spell and trap to graveyard, and Lampsies burns for 500. So what he's going to do now is use Rocket's effect to special summon 2 of the Prankids cards. Now this is when you know you're in a really good position, because he's got access to all 4 of the Prankids monsters. So he can really just pop off and just get his stuff going, which can make it really difficult for a deck to OTK them, because they can fuse in their opponent's turns to make them all floaters. But Vlad's got himself a Phantasme here, so he's going to get himself an extra card. And it means when Vlad is going to push for an OTK, it means that Luke can't target any of his cards, because Phantasme will just negate it. But I don't think any of his cards target. I think what Prankids do is fusion summon or link summon your opponent's turn, one of which blows up the monster zone like a dark hole, and the other one is like a heavy storm which blows up the back row. So Luke's added the quick play Prankids fusion spell, Pandemonium. He's looking like he's got a really strong setup here. Oh, he sends it on Toad. That's really cool. That's going to make it super hard for Vlad to OTK him through, as Toad can negate the activation of any card effect. And now he's playing the resource game, using Doodle Doo to add the trap and the spell. What will he do next? Uses instant fusion. Ooh, and this one, Weather Washer. This monster attacks your opponent can activate cards or effects. Oh, so he's just using that to link into a wow, this is so cool. Summons the Bow Wow, and then that unlocks another field zone for him, so now he can summon Dweller as well. This is so cool. And he has the fusion spell, which you can use in his opponent's turn. And he will have a Prankid card in his hand and Bow Wow, so you can use them as fusion materials to interact with his opponent. This is really, really good in a format full of Salamangreat Great Monsters decks, because it means that Abyss Dweller is so strong against Salamangreat Great, and he's going ahead and just going to straight using Bow Wow straight away to add back a Prankids card. So he can use the fusion spell in his opponent's turn. Just to spam the board, really. That's what Prankids are really good at doing. They can just spam the board. They can stall as well. They're a really favoured deck in time, just because of the gain and lose life points ability. So this is one of the best cards in Vlad's deck. He's going to normal summon Lunalight Collider Chick. Now this card sends for cost from the extra deck or the deck. So it can't be Ash Blossomed, which makes it super strong, because a lot of the Lunalight cards, when they bring cards back, negate the effects, but it doesn't matter with Chick, because you can still activate the effect and pay a cost, but it'll resolve without effect. He's going to go ahead and send the themed Zephyros of the deck, going to send Yellow Martin, and now he's going to use a danger. So here we go. What's he going to hit? Bigfoot. Now, if he hit the Bigfoot, that would have been very bad, because since he's under the effects of Abyss Dweller, he can't use any of these cards in his graveyard. So now Vlad has to think ahead. Basically, he just needs to think of damage control, so he doesn't lose to Abyss Dweller. But he can attack over the Toad. That's good. So it looks like Vlad is just going to go for big monster control. It's unfortunate that he discarded the Martin, because if he wasn't under the effect of Abyss Dweller, if he discarded the Martin off a danger effect, he could have added a Lunalight spell of trap to his hand, and you would have searched the trap. And if you discard the trap, you can use that to banish from grave and discard a card to special summon a Lunalight monster from the deck. And that really complements Lunalight Perfume as well, because they both banish themselves and discard a card from their hand to do something like special summon, the trap special summons from deck, and the spell adds. So they can use each other to discard each other. And the deck have a lot of cool engine cards that just really complement each other. Now Vlad is going to utilize his extra deck here. He's probably going to start interacting with those back... Oh, yep, he's going to start interacting with those back rows. She's going to try and snipe the fusion. Just to try and get rid of that Toad. So Rumadol's effect. Rumadol effect targets one spell or trap on your side of the field and one spell and trap on your opponent's field, and they get destroyed on resolution. But he needs to decide. Does he want to sacrifice the Toad to protect the back row? He does. So that will also destroy the Rumadol. And Toad, being awesome that it is, can add an Aqua monster from the graveyard, so he goes ahead and adds Dropsies. But now Vlad has to think. He's still under Dweller. What can he do? And I don't think there's an awful lot he can do. A backup plan here, if you can get access to Lunalight Wolf, would be to just summon the big Lunalight fusion monster, and then just summoning that as like a towers, so Prankids can't out it, unless they summon a Boral Sword. But as we've seen from gameplay in YCS Milan, Prankids can make Boral Load very easily. So Vlad's looking in a really, really weak position here, as he's lost a lot of card advantage because of Abyss Dweller and Toad, which is a really, really cool opening by Luke, in all honesty. He's going to Fusion Summon in Vlad's end phase to get card advantage as well. It's looking like Luke's game here. Oh, free! What does that one summon again? I think that summons the big guy, Battling Butler. I think that's the one that destroys all face-up monsters on the field. If it tributes itself. I see. I'm not sure if he'll want to do that, but it depends if he wants to extend his play. It probably seems like the ideal thing to do, since he's summoning 3 Prankids monsters from his deck with the Prankids effects. Probably doesn't matter if he's. It probably is preferable to tribute that off to destroy the board. So he's got an empty board he can just attack into for 8k, and yet he's going to do that. That was a pretty insane turn. And Luke's hasn't even started yet. So now I certainly hope that Vlad has a hand trap, because it looks like Luke is going to OTK him. So since he summoned these Prankids using the effect of the Prankids monsters in Vlad's end phase, he's now free to just do it in his turn and just get mad advantage. I think there should be a Boral Sword, normal summon a monster, and that should be game. Or are we going to see an Effect Veiler or a Ghost Ogre here? Nope, that's it. So Prankids took game 1, starting really strong there. Even though Vlad won the roll, making Luke start like your Lunalight has been doing, going second and trying to OTK their opponents. There's no way you're OTKing through that, that's for sure. Totally awesome, and Abyss Dweller. Really strong this format. Abyss Dweller causing so much bother this format. So if you can summon it turn 1, you're gonna have a really strong start to the match. So what's Vlad's game plan going into game 2? Well, I think he probably has to start, because there's no way he can make Luke start. Prankid's going first, making Dweller. It's just going to cause Vlad all sorts of problems. So he's probably going to have to go with plan B and Azafot combo him, which is what Vlad is going to do. He's going to start. So Luke is probably going to think... So Luke had a difficult decision there. He had to decide, is he going to make me start? Should I side for going first, or should I side for going second? But I think these two know each other enough that Luke would probably think just to side for going second, because after an opening like that, there's no way I'd make my opponent start, that's for sure. So Vlad started off strong again. He's got to the Chick. He's using Chick to send Butterfly, and Butterfly's effect is you can banish it to special summon a card from your hand. So he already had access to Martin, which is why he did that. And now we can see if Vlad has the Rusty Bardish combo, which leads into an Azafot, which can sometimes end on a rank 4 too. And Abyss Dweller would also be a pretty strong card against Prankids as well. And he's just going for Dweller Pass. Oh wow, it looks like Vlad did not open the Lunalight Tiger. So it means that he won't be able to do the full combo, but he's just going to use Dweller to keep him at bay for now. And unfortunately, since he had to detach Martin as a cost, he won't be able to trigger Martin's effect to add, as it needs to be sent to grave by a card effect. That's a cool interaction you can do with Outer Entity Azathoth. Since it detaches as an effect, it triggers. You can use it to trigger the Martin to search the trap to extend your plays, which is a pretty cool interaction. But in this case, unfortunately, Martin can't activate its effect. Looks like Vlad is in an awkward position here and didn't open very strongly. But, like I said before, Dweller is quite strong against Prankids. So we'll see if that can just get him there. Because sometimes all you need with Lunalights is just to have a turn. And if they give you that turn, then you can OTK them. So we'll see. He's open place again. So he can tailor his hand accordingly by searching one of the Prankids monsters. Notoriously speaking, I'm pretty sure this deck can just set up for next turn. But he can't trigger any Prankids monsters. So he needs immediate access to the fusion. Oh no. And it looks like Luke has to just attack and pass. If Luke has the quick play Pandemonium fusion spell, then I think Luke's probably won the game. Because you can just fuse in your opponent's turn and it's almost as oh, he has Poly. Not quite the same thing. Because since he has to fuse in his own turn, he won't be able to use the effects of Roxy's and Dropsies. So he's just going to go ahead and search Summon Weather Washer. But the good thing about this is, this card contributes itself to summon 2 Prankids cards, so it's probably going to be quite unlikely that he'll get OTK'd. But Vlad is no longer under the effects of Dweller like he was in the last match. Oh, he missed off the Chupacabra. That's rough. Ah, those danger monsters. It can sometimes happen. It can sometimes happen. It's very unfortunate. And he also drew the Lunalight Wolf. But he's using that to bounce back to get to his Martin. I bet he's very disappointed that he missed off that Chupacabra. Just went -1 for no reason. But that can happen. That's the chance of playing the danger cards. They're very, very powerful cards, but sometimes they can just let you down. What's the plan B for Vlad then? Now the Chupacabra has failed him. Probably going to go into Tiger King here. Try and get himself set up. So he specials back Martin. He's normal Martin. He probably... Well, he has a Lunalight Wolf. So he has potentially able to go into some fusion plays as well. Oh, he has Tiger. So you can definitely do some plays now. But one worry is... Washer's going to bring back 2 guys that he needs to get rid of. Otherwise, if he can link away with them, then it's just going to cause all sorts of problems. But Tiger King uses its effect to bait out the Wishy Washer's effect. So it summons 2 of the Prankids cards. So Tiger's going to bring back Chick. And Chick will use its effect, I think, to send the fusion from the extra deck. It's probably what I would do here. Yep, he's going to do that. Ooh, and I think that sets up for Lunalight Wolf nicely. I think he has game. I don't think it's... Oh, I think it is, because I think you can pop the Tiger off the Daruma doll. Tiger effect is special from Grave. Chick effect again, and then he can use the Lunalight Wolf. He needs 1 more monster, I think. He needs to find another 1,000. Oh, Summon Sorceress. That probably will do it. See? This is what happens. If you give Lunalight another turn, it will demolish you. So the play here is he's going to summon the big fusion monster. And then he's going to summon a card from deck. So he needs to find some more damage. So Leo Dancer can attack twice. And when it makes its first attack, it blows up all the special summon monsters on the field. So at the moment, he has 3/5 plus 2/4 on board. That's 5/9. He needs to deal another 21. Oh, and he can't quite do it. But he still managed to apply a reasonable amount of pressure. Deck wasn't able to OTK him. But still, I think he is in a strong position because Leo Dancer is unaffected by card effects. Oh, your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. And also cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So he's putting Luke on. You better summon Borrowlord, or you're going to be destroyed next turn. I feel like there might have been a way for Vlad to OTK there, because he was 1,000 off. As if you left the Chick and the Dromedol on field before the Summon Sorceress, these two could have attacked over those two cards, and that would have hit 7k. And I don't know where he would have got the other 1,000 from, which is especially disappointing. Why he didn't hit? Why he couldn't summon the Chupacabra? Because if he could have summoned the Chupacabra and he didn't discard the Wolf, then that would have absolutely been game. But it is what it is. Vlad did what he can with the hand that he's been dealt with, and Luke is going to do the same. He's going to summon Purgatrio. Don't tell me this is game. That would be insane. I'm just going to double check it cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effect, so it can be destroyed by battle. Is Purgatrio just going to attack over Vlad's board? It pierces as well, so it's going to do a lot of damage through that Chick. You probably should have attacked the Chick first to deal the most damage. So Purgatrio will be on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 8, 3, 8. And that would have been 3k on the Chick if he attacked the Chick. That's insane. But it's only going to be 2/9. Free 4, maybe my math was wrong. 200 for each card, yes. My apologies. I thought it was 100 for each card. My bad. Haven't played the Invoked Engine in quite a long time. But yeah, again, I feel like if only Coogan had like another extender or something, maybe he could have OTK'd Vlad too. Just looks like both opponents have just had one card less, one card short just to OTK their opponent. This is what makes the game exciting. Just so close. Now what can Vlad do here? Can he hit the? Can he get lucky off the Jackalope? Yeah, he hits the Jackalope, but I don't know what his card in hand is, so I don't know if that's what he wanted or not. He just needs to deal another 2/3. And if I think the deck is what Vlad is playing, I don't think this Lunalight Wolf is live, which is very unfortunate, as he could have used it to summon yet another Leo Dancer if he managed to get access to Chick to send another Panther Dancer. So he's bounced the Wolf, he's summoned Martin. Now where can he go from here? He needs to get rid of his Purgatrio so he can attack for another 2k. He doesn't seem like he has many options. His Lunalight Wolf on his hand and an unknown. His extra deck. If he can get another monster on board, he can make a unicorn, spin this, and attack. But I'm just not sure how he gets another monster on board without knowing the other card in his hand. Maybe it was best to bounce the wolf first before using the jackalope too early. But maybe he really did want to hit that jackalope for all I know. But typically I probably would have bounced the Lunalight Wolf first so it was less likely to hit the jackalope. So I'd draw a card to get me out of this situation. Because there's no way you can... There's no way Vlad can pass now because that Purgatrio will defeat him. Has he passed? Okay then. I get the feeling that means that Vlad is probably going to lose now if Luke has any sort of way to apply pressure with the Prankids cards. So Purgatrio can attack all the monsters. He's got 200 for each card, 2, 4, 6, so it's on 2, 9. Oh, Denko. I mean, that's probably going to be it then. That should be enough damage. I'm pretty sure that's 600 through that. Yep, and Prankids has 2 old Lunalights. So I guess Prankids was the better deck. But yeah, I was really close. Very unfortunate for Vlad. I think he got unlucky with his dangers, missing 2. Chupacabra especially. If he just summoned that Chupacabra, that would have just been enough damage for game. Very unfortunate for Vlad, but it was a really good game. Really back and forth. Well, it was just a really good game. Seeing how powerful Prankids can really be as like a control deck going first and then OTK in them. And it just goes to show how good Dweller is just this format. Just making it blind. Because there's just so many decks this format that can just lose to Dweller and just don't have a plan B. Especially Lunalight, for example. That just looked like that Vlad just had no plan B at all and couldn't deal with the Abyss Dweller. And then Prankids had a Toad to boot. Then game 2, Vlad unfortunately drawn like very poor, and not only drawn poor, being so close to OTK the next turn, and just missed the Chupacabra. It's very, very unfortunate. Well, congratulations to Luke for beating Vlad. He played Prankids very well from what I could see, and playing it with the Invoked Engine was really, really cool. Give it an alternative win condition in Purgatrio. So what do you guys think? Would you guys play the Invoked Engine in Prankids? And what do you think of just making Abyss Dweller going first? It's pretty strong, right? And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. Thanks a lot. I'll see you guys later.